Secaucus Mayor Michael Gonnelli scores a major victory against the National Football League. During an exclusive interview with the mayor, we were able to speak about a breach of contract committed by the NFL during Super Bowl week and subsequently what the resolution was. Mayor Gonnelli, thank you for joining us. Just as an update from a previous segment we have done together concerning the NFL, you must be very happy about your recent developments. You mind just telling our viewers exactly what's transpired?
Well, I think I originally told you I wrote to the commissioner of the NFL asking for him to reimburse the town for the deal we had to use the high school pack center and the parking with the firefighters for the halftime show. I was surprised to finally get a response back, and the response was a very positive response, and basically we settled for $18,000, $13,000 to go to the Board of Education for education, and $5,000 to go to the firefighters for them giving up their time during Super Bowl week. We actually received the checks yesterday, and the checks have already been deposited, so it turned out to be a very positive experience.
Now, originally you had demanded $25,000 in expenses, though. Yes. Did the NFL give any sort of explanation why they weren't going to meet that specific number?
Yes, yeah. Well, I was wrong originally because the agreement with the Board of Education was $18,500, not $20,000. I wasn't made aware that they made a change, but basically the reason is we didn't provide any of the services that were accounted into that money, which would have been police for security, custodians for opening up the schools, firefighters for handling the parking. None of that really took place, so we felt it was fair as to deduct those expenses that we would have incurred out of the total number, and the number we came up with was $18,000.
Mr. Mayor, it's been a few weeks since Super Bowl 48. I'm not sure if the numbers are into your office, but did the township of Secaucus see any sort of significant economic boom during Super Bowl week here?
Well, I can tell you we did not. And I believe if you look around Hudson County, you're going to get the same answer from other mayors and other administrations. I mean, we went out and talked to some of our most popular restaurants that are located right next to hotels, and quite frankly, they were busier when the Super Bowl was in New Orleans last year than they were when it was at MetLife a mile away this year. So, I voiced my displeasure about that several times, and I just think New Jersey really was put on the back burner. I mean, it turned out to be more of a New York event and marketed as a New York event than a Jersey event.
Now, in terms of the Board of Education being reimbursed during this entire process too, what has been the feedback from Board of Education members towards you in regards to this entire process?
Oh, I think they're all happy. I mean, we've I repeatedly have spoken to the president of the board as well as the superintendent of schools to tell them where we are, and before we accepted any kind of deal with the NFL, we wanted to make sure that they'd be happy with it, and they are.
Mr. Mayor, obviously it has to be gratifying for you to take on such a huge corporate conglomerate like the NFL. I guess in the end, the moral of the story is that persistence pays off, correct?
Yeah, but you know what? It would be anybody that we would take on. It was basically a breach of contract. We had a contract. The contract was broken, and we're entitled to what we're entitled to. So it didn't matter if it was the NFL or any other company or corporation. We would have handled it the same exact way.
Well, Mr. Mayor, again, congrats on your victory over the NFL. Not too many people can say that. So we appreciate a few minutes on Hudson County TV, and keep up the good work. Thank you again.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for watching. For more programming, please go to HudsonCountyTV.com. I'm Fernando Uribe, coming to you from Secaucus. And as always, stay classy, everyone.